What is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video. And in today's video, no, we are not summoning. Definitely not summoning. But we are taking a look at the Girls Party 2021 Sugo Fest that will be releasing on the global side of the game in about an hour. Now, before this video begins, do not summon. Skip this banner. Do not summon. Skip this banner. This banner is dookie. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what's coming in terms of the treasure map banner. And if you do want these units, that's where you want to summon. If you want these units, wait until treasure map banner. Please, listen to me. Read my lips. Read my lips. Wait for the treasure map banner. Alright, let's take a look at the banner. We are getting a new Sugo Fest, VIVI and REIJU. If you guys haven't checked out the preview of the characters, I will leave links in the description below. I'll try and leave cards throughout the video somewhere. If you guys want to go check that out, I did do a preview of VIVI in one of the forests. We did REIJU against the Gacha challenges because REIJU sucks. And there's the Heavenly Demon 2 where we hybrid the both of them up, which was actually a pretty cool run. So if you guys want to check those videos out, like I said, links will be in the description way down there. Don't forget to demolish the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. If you're already subscribed, you're a bloody legend. Hit that bell notification so you know when I post my stuff. But let's have a look. 10% red rate, which is pretty common nowadays. Usually it's about 30 legends on part 1, which should have both the VIVI and the REIJU. And then part 2 will either be REIJU and part 3 will be VIVI. Honestly, if you want one of these characters, Vivi is the one that you want to go for. But like I said, wait till treasure map, please. We're getting some swimsuit characters that are 10% red rate. The new Sugo Fest, REIJU, and VIVI have arrived. The new REIJU is on part 1 and part 2. The VIVI is on part 1 and part 3. There are 2 new rare recruits, Koala and Bello Betty, and they are recommended characters for the treasure map as well. The new characters will be boosted in the Girls Party 2021 event as well, which is coming out for the free-to-play Monet and the free-to-play Baby 5. They will give more drops. But again, just don't summon for these units. And saying that, let's go down here. So part 1 is the new VIVI and the REIJU on part 1. Part 2 has REIJU, part 3 has VIVI. So let's take a look at the structure. Let's take a look at this shitty structure. So we are moving towards JP structures, but from what it seems in the shop, we're moving towards gem sale prices. So you whales out there, you be licking your lips, right? You be licking those lips. For free-to-play free-to-play players, skip the banner, save your gems. That's the way you get around this. Part 1, let's have a look at the structure. 1, 5, 7, 8, 13, 14, 16, 19, 21, and 22nd multi is a rate boosted or Sugo Fest character. Yes, there is no discount. Every multi is 50 gems as well. Sucks, but look, it is what it is. I hate saying that, but yeah. 2nd, 11th, 17th, 24th is a swimwear character. This does not mean the new characters. Swimwear characters include Boa, all of the Boa batch, which is the Viola, the Rebecca, and the Robin. 3 very good rare recruits too, by the way. And then you have all of those weird characters, like the old Sugars. You have all those old swimsuit characters. We'll talk about them in a second. 4th multi is a recommended character. If you are summoning, this is where you stop. Do not summon, but if you are summoning, this is where you stop. Recommended characters, anything on the tavern. Could be the new legends, it could be the new rare recruits. So, if you want to summon, that's where you stop. 6th poster is a limited pool Sugo Fest exclusive. And then 10, 15, 20, 25 is a super limited pool. Again, don't summon on this banner. Do not get baited by this. Do not get baited by this 6th pool, 10th pool. Even that 4th recommended character. Do not get baited by that. Please. Part 2, 3, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 25th. This is disgusting. Why? Why? All of that is a rate boosted or Sugo Fest character. The best thing about rate boosted, I guess, is you could pull the rare recruits. But, bruh. Insert that, bruh. 2nd multi is a swimwear character. Again, that doesn't include the new. It does include the new units, but also has more units in there, so it's not just them. 3rd, 7th, 13, 16, 24th, and 28th is a Sugo Fest character. 5th is a recommended pool. 10 and 20 is a limited. 30 is a guaranteed REIJU or VIVI, depending on what part you're pulling on. Please don't go to 30, please. Rate boosted characters. Part 1, we have VIVI, REIJU, Queen, and King are there, which is kind of nice. Bonnie, Moria. Jewel Unit, Blackbeard, Magellan, Kaido vs Big Mom, my boy Halloween, Shanks, fuck Stump, Mihawk, no, okay, just Mihawk and Shanks, no lore, that's weird, Luffy, Sanji, Sweet Generals, Boa, Sugar, Basil Hawkins, Sabo, and then part 2. If you guys want to see these raid boosted characters, go for it. But, like, you shouldn't be summoning, so the raid boosted characters, they don't even matter. If we come down here, though, we do have some special characters. This is what I was talking about with those swimsuit characters you can pick up. There is a Pudding, a Carrot, Sugar, Cauliflower, Vivi, another Pudding, Rebecca, Shirahoshi. None of these characters are really, like, they see play. I think the Pudding and, like, the top 3, like, they can see play, but, like, you don't need them. But these are the characters you can pull when it says the summertime, this summertime step. This one right here, that swimwear character. These characters are also included in that as well. So, just be mindful of that. You do have those sort of characters. There is a, Basil Hawkins, a Jinbei, and Vista. That's interesting. What Jinbei is that? Oh, so that Jinbei is the one from, the Onigashima batch. The Basil Hawkins is the one from the Bonnie batch. And the Sir Crocodile is... I think that's just because of Robin. Other than that, like I said, you really don't want to be summoning on this banner. Please skip this banner. We are going to talk about the banner that you should be summoning on if you do want these particular units. There is a new free-to-play event to get Baby 5 and to get Monet. I will put out videos for that, so just be mindful. There is already videos on the channel if you guys want to check that out early. And there is a new login bonus as well, which is great. But this is another big one. I did do a video on this yesterday. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description for that. But we are getting gem sales on Global, and your boy's going to have to reevaluate some things because it seems like the global player base will be getting the same gem sales as Japan. Because we are getting the same banner structure, it does make sense. So, there is a 230 gem pack. We will have a look at these. I don't know, we might look at them on stream or something like that. So, be sure to check out the streams if you guys do want to come by, pop in and say hello. 230 gems, I imagine, is going to be that 99.99. $99.99 pack for American, like USD. For me in Australia, it's $124.99, so $125 for 230 gems. A lot better, but still not great. On Japan, I think it's 260 gems. So hopefully they move towards that. And then they have these feast packs, which aren't as good as the Japan ones, but look, we'll take it. It's better than nothing, right? If you do like to spend on the game, you do probably want to pick up these like $1.50 packs. And if you are buying anything, I know it's probably a lot of money, but you're better off buying the 230 gem packs and then just calling it a day. Don't buy anything else. Except for maybe these 39 gem packs, they might be good value. But at the end of the day, you just want to find out what has the best dollar value for gems. Don't worry about all this other crap, like the Rumble Scrolls, the Shaved Ice, the meats, all that sort of junk. Don't worry about that. Just find out what gives you the most gems for the best dollar value. So, with that said, that's the banner. There are some gems. I would highly recommend just like picking up the gem sale packs and saving them for something like New Year's. New Year's is going to be a much better banner. It always is. New Year's is always cracked. And these particular banners here are the skippable banners. Like these ones here. This is what you want to skip. I understand. There's probably some Reiju sims out there. I understand. There's probably some VV sims out there. But there's a good chance these characters are going to be on the banner for New Year's. You don't need these characters right now. Just wait a month. Just wait a month. Please, wait a month. Just a month. But let's take a look at the banners that you should be summoning on. Now, I don't have the banner information up. I'll see if I can actually find that. So give me 1 second. Alright, so shout out to my Discord. I actually just scrolled back and I actually found the banner. So, after this Sugo Fest, we will obviously be getting a treasure map. Now, the treasure map will be for treasure map Stussy. And I do imagine that will be the treasure map. And I probably assume that we're probably going to get some of the JP ones slid in. Stuff like Moria and whatever this month's treasure map is on Japan. Depends on what Japan, like when Japan's treasure map comes out first. So I do imagine that'll be slid in with this particular treasure map. But this is the banner that will be coming after this. And if you guys remember last year's summertime banner, it did debut Boa and the 3 crazy new rare recruits of Rebecca, Robin, and Viola. But after that came a treasure map banner. And on that treasure map banner came 2 treasure map rare recruits that were Perona and Vivi. Now, both of those units were absolutely cracked. And they have not come back since. But they do come back on this particular banner right here. The Vivi has a support for free spirit characters when you use their special. Gives a 1.3 color affinity boost, which is still an absolute god tier support. Perona is a self-procking conditional booster, and she goes on like Mihawk and Zoro characters, and she set the defense, and she procs a self-procking conditional boost with her support. And both of those characters are very, very strong. On this particular banner, not only do they come back, so if you've missed those characters, you have a chance of pulling them, but comes 3 new treasure map rare recruits that all do very similar things. And if you want VV and Reiju, this is the banner to summon on. This is the banner. So, we are going to quickly talk about this banner. For treasure map Stussy, don't worry about the dates because it'll obviously be different on global. Part 1 goes for, 8 days. Part 2 comes a day later, and Part 3 comes a day after that. If it is the same, you will have discounts on this banner. Immediately better. Discount and a dream! Your boy is probably going to do the discounts, to be honest, because, like, we're going to talk about why. Part 1 is 30 gems. Step 1 is 30 gems. 2nd, 6th, 8th, 9th, 12th. You guys get the gist. It's just that crappy legend or rate boosted step that no one gives a rat's ass about. But I guess you could say the treasure map boosters are rate boosted, so you might have a chance there. But the 3rd, 7th, 10th, 15th, 20th multi is a new character, which means you are getting one of the 3. So if you want to do some summons here, 130 gems will get you one of these new characters, which honestly is way better value because they are more exclusive than the VIVI and the Reiju. And you can pick up the VIVI and Reiju later. 4th multi is a recommended character, which means one of the banner units, so you have another chance of getting one of them, or you have a chance of getting something like the Perona, the VIVI. There's King on one of the banners, so you can see there. There's also VIVI, and there's Reiju, there's Queen, there's Bonnie, there's Treasure Map Sanji. There's a lot more value on this banner. The 5th multi is a legend, and then after that, you just call it a day. So if you want to do some summons, this is the banner I would highly recommend summoning on. We're going to have a chat about these units in a second, but like, for me, I'm probably just going to chuck the discount at each of the parts, call it a day. If I don't get any of them, I might go to, like, the 3rd step on some of them. But because the gem sales have picked up on Japan, your boy might be back. I'm like, low-key, your boy might be back. The big reason I did move to Japan was because of the gem sales. But I'm always still playing global. That was the thing, right? Like, global has my heart. It always will. And with the sync, like, it just makes more sense if we are getting these gem sales. I have to decide what I'm doing with my Japan account. I might make that my free-to-play account and then move back to global in terms of the whaling. I'm still undecided, but, you know, watch this space. Watch this space. So, let's take a quick look at what these particular units do and why I highly recommend summoning on their banner. First of all, we have Makino. So, Makino gets finally some more representation in the game. She is a cerebral free spirit strength character. Amazing classes, amazing color. She is a 5-star unit, obviously. Stats, pretty stock standard. Her captain ability, honestly, who cares? You're never running this unit as a captain, so don't even worry about it. Unless you're using her for, like, treasure map, like for, like, a friend captain. She's a free spirit cerebral captain 3 times, which is pretty cool. Her sailors, recovery and free spirit and cerebrals by 50, and makes recovery orbs beneficial to free spirit and cerebral characters. Awesome. Like, really, really good sailor ability. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Basically, this unit is a glorified free-to-play Bonnie, as well as, like, a despair remover in there, too. Free-to-play Bonnie. The raid Bonnie. But she's just way better. So her special reduces despair by 5 turns. Awesome. Increased defense removal by 5 turns. Awesome. Changes all orbs, including block orbs, into recovery orbs, which, remember, she makes matching for free spirit and cerebral characters. And then for 1 turn, boosts the recovery of all characters by 1.5 for 2 turns, and she locks them. So you get 2 turns of recovery orbs that she makes matching. She removes defense up, she removes despair. Just an incredible treasure map rare recruit. She's on a 12-turn cooldown as well, which is always really, really nice. She, her sailor obviously makes recovery orbs matching. She has pinch healing, and she has slot bind removal, which is really, really nice for a rare recruit. And then her support. Now, this is the big thing about these characters. Their supports are absolutely bang on. At level 5, once per the adventure, when the supported character uses a special, she reduces 2 turns of defense up, just flat rate. And she goes on any strength free spirit character, which is an abundance of characters. There's so many, like, free spirit strength characters. Because this is Makino unit too, there's not a lot of good Makinos in the game, so you're always going to find a spot for her. It's not like she's clashing with any other unit. So, she's very, very good. This support here makes her very, very good. She's an absolute weapon for the Hawkins Forest on Japan. I've used her quite a bit for the Hawkins Forest. So if you are struggling there, you do have this unit. But the big reason you are summoning for these characters is for this. Like, not only are they treasure map boosters, but this is where they will see most of their play. So that's the Makino. Very, very good. She is the lowest point booster, I'm pretty sure. And then it's like Tashigi, and then it's the Hina. So let's take a look at Tashigi. Tashigi, again, a strength / a cerebral character, and this character is absolutely cooked. She has the pretty stock standard stats. She has a sailor ability of base attack for slashes and cerebrals by 50. Restores own cooldown by 2 when it's rewinded as well, which is super, super nice. She removes blind by 5 turns, so very similar to Makino removing despair. She's the blind remover. She removes percent damage reduction by 5 turns, very similar to Makino. She's the percent damage reduction, the rainbow shield. She gives 1 turn of cooldown to all characters, which is awesome. And she's a base attack booster for slashes and cerebrals by 300 for 1 turn. So slashes don't actually, oh, besides Shanks actually. Shanks is the 1000 base stats, but 300 for a rare recruit. It's actually really nice. She's the go-to for cerebral teams until Nami and... No, not Nami. Robin and the Jinbei come out. So she's very, very good. But a big reason that you want her, just she has a slot bind and she also has critical hit for her limit break. But a big reason you want her is very similar to the Makino. You want her for this. She goes on strength slasher characters, and once per adventure when the character uses a special, she removes 2 turns of % damage reduction. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. She's more used as a sub, to be honest, because the 2 turns of % damage reduction doesn't come around too much like the defense up or threshold does. We'll talk about Hina in a second. Spoilers, she's the threshold. But this is the reason that you want these particular characters. I just realized you can't see that. My bad. This is the big reason you want these characters. The % damage reduction for 2 turns going on any strength and any slasher unit. So they have to have strength and slasher combined. Stuff like Odin, stuff like... Toki, all those characters will see this particular support. But the final character is actually a Hina. Hina is a int unit. She's a striker cerebral. So obviously, as you can see, they go around strikers, they go around cerebrals, and they go for the int and the strength meta that is VIVI and REIJU as well. She, captain, same as the other two. Strikers 3 times, cerebral 3 times as well. She boosts HP of strikers and cerebrals by 50, and if the character has an int orb and you hit a perfect, she keeps that orb moving into the next stage. Her special reduces attack down, so that's another debuff. You'd think it'd be paralysis, but like attack down in my eyes is just way better. She removes threshold damage reduction by 5 turns, and then she's a color affinity booster to strikers and cerebrals for 2 times for 1 turn. So pretty nice. Color affinity 2 times for cerebrals. It's pretty good. Cerebrals are pretty cracked. They don't need the color affinity booster because they have a lot of better options. But nevertheless, for striker teams, she is going to see some play there for the color affinity on that team. She's great for stuff like Verse Whitebeard. She's great for stuff like 6-star Yamato. Very, very good unit. She has increased damage and enrage, and she has slot bind as her sockets for her limit break. And then we come down to the big juicy one. This one here. Once per adventure on any striker character, she completely removes 2 turns of threshold damage reduction. This is going to be great for something like Yamato 6-star and on Whitebeard. Any in-striker, this is going to see play, and it's one of those future-proof supports. All 3 of them have future-proof supports that can remove 2 turns of threshold. This is going to be great for the Hodigarbs challenge. It's going to be really, really good for stuff like Revolutionary Army 2, because you can remove those 2 turns. Makino is really, really good for stuff like Heavenly Demon 2 as well. And out of the 2, I think the Makino and the Hina support is way more desirable. But the Tashigi is very, very good as well. Now, as I mentioned, this particular banner, if you want the VIVI REIJU, the rates for the characters are going to be a little bit lower, but at least you'll walk away with more exclusive units. I can't stress that enough. The 3 treasure map characters are more exclusive because they don't come back. They come back in a year later, or presume, because there's the Perona and the VIVI. But if you're missing the Perona and the VIVI, that's not only 5 new rare recruits that you have there. You have the treasure map Sanji if you're missing him. You have the VIVI and the REIJU, who you probably should have skipped. And then you have King and Queen as well. Like, you'd be a fool to summon on the debut banner when you have something like this around the corner. So, that's my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. But if you guys did enjoy it in today's video anyway, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me if you are new to the channel too. Hit that big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's